Hey everybody, welcome back to Del Tales, man. Today I know we've been seeing a lot of stuff on social media about Brittany Renner, and in case you guys haven't seen it, here's a short clip.
First of all, Allahu Akbar. I've gone through a lot of changes internally, and as a result, my outer world has completely crumbled. Woo! Wow. Leaving me incredibly uncertain in just about every area in my life. I have no idea where I'm going to live or how I'm going to provide for my son. But Allah has moved mountains for me, and I trust that this will be no different. I feel like Alice when she ate the cookie and her feet went through the windows and she's crammed in the house like that. I've outgrown where I am. The facade is fading, alhamdulillah. And I'm at a place where I don't want anything that doesn't have my name on it. Take it away. It serves no purpose here. And I don't want a penny more than I'm meant to have, because I can do a lot with a little. And when the facade fades and all the BS is cleared out, it makes room for what has always been for you.
All right, well, I guess we don't really have to say too much to this one. This one is pretty straightforward. Brittany Renner, kind of like a lot of girls out there on social media, whether it's OnlyFans or just talking about this kind of stuff on social media, decided to go out there and do whatever she wanted to do. She admitted to herself she didn't really have self-control. She also admitted to the simple fact that it was really hard for her to say no to certain men, but at the same time, she could almost get anyone that she wanted because of the way she looked, and she let a lot of men take advantage of her and stuff like that. But the main issue about all of this was that she never foreseen the consequences that could come of it. And it's really kind of sad to see now all of it come around, full circle. And even after the Club Shay Shay podcast, when she admitted to Shannon Sharp how many men that she had actually been with, and Shannon had to stop, take a deep breath, and even take a drink just to kind of take it in. And nowadays, obviously, we have the entire red pill movement, the manosphere, where men are talking about this, and a lot of women actually think it's not a problem at all, when it's actually a really gigantic problem. Um, I get a lot of women out there want to be just like men. They want to have the benefits of men while having the benefits of being a woman. But if Brittany Renner is not a good enough sign to you to show you that, yes, she was able to do whatever she wanted, she had money, she had the lifestyle and all that, but ultimately Father Time came calling. Now, not many men are really choosing her. Obviously, she does have a baby. Um, and now men are looking at her completely differently, to the point where once she decided to convert, she even stopped doing all of the things that got her attention on social media, the flamboyant way she was dressing up, you know, all of the things just all of a sudden stopped. My only problem with this is, even in her own video, she's admitting, hey, I don't really know what I'm going to do going forward to take care of my son. I don't know how I'm going to make money. I don't have the houses. I even canceled all the things with the clothing lines that were sending me their clothes to model out and all this stuff. She's admitting to all of this. So now, everything coming around full circle, she doesn't really have the skills she needs to be productive in society at this point. Or does she? Maybe she has some hidden skill that we're not aware of. But obviously, in her past, soccer would have been that key. Today, it might have been advertisement or something like that, but we're not certain that a lot of these companies want to invest money into her for advertising and stuff like that. So that's going to be really tough also for her to overcome. At the current moment, obviously, those companies are not there. The men she had access to are no longer there. She does have a baby with an NBA player. That's one thing maybe that could help her. But at the end of the day, this is what the red pill movement is talking about. I don't agree 100% with what the red pill movement is doing. I do agree with some of it, but definitely not all of it. There are some lapses in there where I'm not a big fan of. However, this is literally the example that those guys are trying to paint and say, hey, you don't want to be the next person to go through this. You're young, you have access to everything, you're at your highest value, you think this will never end. Father Time will always win one way or another, whether it happens today, tomorrow, next year, in the next 10 years, whatever it is. Okay, that's for everybody. For girls, yeah, it's true. There will be another 18-year-old. There will be somebody that turns 18 every week. Leonardo DiCaprio always dates these women and breaks up with them when they reach 25. What these men are telling you, there's a lot of truth to it. That doesn't mean I agree with all of it, but there is a lot of truth to it that people really have to take into consideration, especially for the information that they're trying to give you. Like, this is not the lifestyle you truly want if you want to be okay later. These red pill movement guys are trying to tell you, hey, the reality of it is you're okay for now. But when all of this ends, then what do you do? And for women, that's really kind of my question for them is, it's hard to think of that in the future because you have everything in front of you now. You can use your beauty to your advantage and all of that stuff. But what does that mean later on down the road when that advantage is gone? And that's why the red pill movement, they say, women's values is really high. You're born with that value. It's really high up until a certain point, then it drops off like crazy. Whereas men have no value and they have to build it up, but it can gain value over time. That's kind of one aspect of it that I definitely do agree with because that's exactly what happens, you know. So definitely let me know what you guys think, man. I just wanted to kind of get an idea of what you guys think about this whole Brittany Renner situation. Do you think her converting to Islam is enough? God can definitely change anyone. We're not going to sit here and argue about that. That can happen anytime, any day. I just hope this is something serious and real for her. And it's not something that she's just taking advantage of in the moment to get more, I don't know, support online. Maybe that's her way of making money. If it is, I mean, kudos to her. If it's not, I really hope a lot of younger girls who are going through the same aspect can really learn from this, man. Like I said, I don't fully agree with everything in the red pill movement, but they really do have some points that people really do have to pay attention to. So let me know what you guys think below, man, and we'll keep this conversation going. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out, yo.